Hello, thank you for joining this video. Here we'll explore the image compare section for your Shopify store. So first of all, we need to go to our theme customizer and then choose where we want this section to be located. So keep in mind that you can actually add it to any page. So for example, let's pull our default product page. And if we scroll down here to the add section, and if we add image compare, here we have this section. But for our example, let's go to the home page. And now let's add the section in here. So here we click on image compare. So now this section is added. And before we start customizing it, let me just show you how this section actually looks on our Gain demo stores. So here is our Gain theme in the style must have, and here is the section. So as you can see, we've added two pictures of one product but in different color. And here you can toggle this section here and to view different angles of the product and the comparison of these products. The same goes for our theme style, the lace. So here, as you can see, we have the same image, but the first one is in black and white, the second is colored, and as you can see, we can just toggle here to see the comparison of these images. So now let's try to add the section ourselves. So here we have the section here. We click on image compare, and first of all, what we see is that we can change the heading and the text. If you want to, you can completely remove the heading and this text description. So once we do this, as you can see, we no longer have anything in here. We can also remove the offsets between two sections, so there is no space between them. Or if you want to type in any text here, you can, of course, type anything that you'd prefer, and also the text descriptions. So next we can choose the desktop image height, but we'll take a look at this section here once we add the pictures. And now we need to add our first image. So for this example, I've decided to try to make something like the lace theme style. So we'll add the black and white picture, and we'll also add the same product but in colored picture. So now let's do this. Okay, so next you can also change the focal points. So for example, if you don't like the chosen specific location of the image, you can actually modify it. So once we click on edit here, you can maybe remove the focal point from one point to another. So you can easily change the position of your images by clicking on edit and then toggle the focal point, this little button here. So we've added two of our images. So as you can see, we can now toggle these to check our images. And next we can change the layout, so we can make the images full width. But if unchecked, container width will be set based on the group layout setting in the theme settings. So if we go to the theme settings here, we see that layout by default is set to container width medium 1680 pixels. So unless you choose full width here, if this is unchecked, the layout of the image will be the same as set in here. And next we have the offsets. So these are the spacing between the sections. So we can remove this offset at the top, as you can see, or we can add it or make it even bigger. And the same goes for the bottom and for mobile version of your website as well. So next here we have the color settings. So this cursor, as you can see, it's black with white arrows. So we can of course change it to any color that you'd prefer. You can change this button here. And now let's take a look at the desktop image height. So as you can see right now, the desktop image height is set to 600 pixels, but we can change it, for example, to 200. And now the image is smaller, of course, or we can make it even bigger to like 800 pixels. As you can see, the image got bigger, or even set it to full size. And now this section is huge, as you can see, because the image was set to its full size. So you can actually choose any height that you'd prefer. So now let's save our image and let's take a look at this section from the point of view of our store. So we're on the store now. Let's now scroll down to the bottom. And now this is our section here. So as you can see, we can simply toggle it. And this is a great section if you want to showcase maybe different product or same products, but in different options or in different materials, for example, or if you just want to show maybe a product in a different setting, in a different style, you can do this in here. So now let's also try to make another section the same as this one, but we'll choose two products that are the same but have different options. So we click on add section. Now we once again add our image compare. Then we click on the section itself. And now let's take a look at the pictures. So as you can see, we have here the same product but in different options. So we choose this as our first image and we'll choose this here as our second image. And as you can see, the points of these images are drastically different. So we can click here to add it. We see the location of the focal point and we can try to mimic it here. So we can change it here as well. So let's save our changes. Sometimes the customizer needs some time to adjust to the new changes. Okay, so it did not work. So let's maybe try once again. Let's click here. Okay, so now it's a little bit better. Now let's try this one. Okay, we just need to try the best possible option for our images. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for the customizer to fully adjust. But as you can see here, we can toggle and see the same product. This is the same hat, but it's in different options. So these are the instructions on how to set the compare image section. So here is how it can look here and here. And also we have the theme manual where you can also find all the useful information in here. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact our support team. We are always here to help you. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good one. Bye.